me I could babysit. Your bands make a dance, mine make a rich. My money rude, just polite like Taylor Swift. Man, what's wrong with these OGs? Oh, don't be acting like you forgot what you told me about that color nigga, yeah, that color nigga. Oh, I shouldn't mention it, cause even then I'm not one to provoke beef.
Beef, man, like, I don't know. I feel like all these people are sissies, man. Like, nah.
I really enjoy cutting meat.
We need to define what beef is first. You know, for me, beef, it ain't beef till it's bloodshed, you know?
I think it depends what kind of beef, you know. I mean, there's a beef where the guys start hurting each other. Definitely not. But there's the beef of competition. Hip-hop is competitive, like you say.
If you take the word beef as a metaphor for substance, I definitely think that hip-hop is a space for, you know, people can come and really interrogate your brain.
I think the basis of hip-hop has always been about, you know, let's compete, you know. Back then, guys used to compete about who's got the illest moves, who's got the illest beats, who's got the illest records, you know, so that's the tradition of it. I think the whole thing of beef where guys want to hurt each other, that only comes way later into the culture, you know.
It's hip-hop. What is hip-hop without having, you know, I'm better than you type of lines?
With hip-hop, and because it's a culture, we expect, for example, people to put us on. We like to talk about how, yeah, they never gave me a chance and now I'm here.
If someone comes out and they, Black Rock is whack like this, and she's, well, you know, she's such a whack motherfucker, and whatever that person might have to say to really rile me up enough, I'd be like, yo, man, why are you disrespecting? You know what I mean? Because you have to look at what you're doing and take it seriously enough for you to not be fucked with. Otherwise, why are you doing this, you know? The whole point of being an MC is to just kill. I'm the dopest at what I do. So now, you know, you can understand where that dynamic comes from. You protect your territory. It's understandable. It's reasonable. It's needed. It works for the culture because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. This is what we do. If you go into a cypher, you don't go into a cypher saying, oh, homie, I like your sneaks. No, you go in there basically telling the dude, like, you're whack as hell, I'm better than you, and I'm even rocking 10 times better sneakers than you.
If we don't have those battles and so-called beefs, you know, which I think should only be centered around the music, you know what I'm saying? If we don't have that, then niggas won't be trying to up their game and push their pen a bit further than what they do, you know what I mean? Then we'll have a bunch of lazy rappers coming out with stupid whack songs, you know what I mean? No one will actually put thought into what they say and how they write and all of that.
Sometimes hip-hop can really lose its way and it just starts going on this route that is just so inauthentic now. Now we're talking about things that don't matter, and especially for artists who are at the top, that they just feel that they don't need to work anymore. And when that beef comes, it forces you to just get to a new level in the industry where you're forced to work on your lyrics, where you're forced to work on the type of music that you want to put out there just so you can compete with that competition.
I think it's just competition and it's healthy. Female rappers have competition, male rappers have competition, but beef is a totally different thing.
There's two types of niggas in life. The niggas that find bitches and fuck them, and the niggas that... Yo, son, get on my face, son. Get on my face, son.
I think in any situation, in any argument or disagreement, you need to be able to know where to draw the line.
Beef is never healthy for the game, my man. I won't lie to you, it is not healthy. Like someone would say, farting is healthy. You know, it's not, my man. It's not. We're going backwards.
I mean, it can be half-off. It could kill someone's career, and then it's non-funny, you know. But it could also boost you, both of y'all.
I do not think beef is important, is healthy for South African hip-hop. I've never seen good repercussions off of beef. It makes me personally shy away from those two artists completely, as a business, as professionally, as personally.
It's not like beef is a new thing for South African hip-hop. It's just maybe it was elevated by the media, and the media might have bought into it a little bit more than what it was way back then.
For me, beef and competition within hip-hop and any other culture for that matter, is very healthy and important for as long as it remains within the creative context or within the boundaries of the creative space.
Is it healthy? No, I wouldn't say it's healthy. Is it there to entertain people? Yes, it is. That's why people pull stunts. But I don't think we should be focusing on the beef. I think we should be focusing more on the music. And I think that's what people have lost. It's more about, who's fighting with who? Nah.
I mean, we've had beef before. AKA's had a little beef nyana thing happening with El Tito. There were beefs that were happening way back in the day. The pro kid versus, what was that guy's name? And then he killed him in a battle and then he disappeared. I can't forget. Yes, Kado.
And so long as the beef is actually not physical, young tall, because we know that ngisho ngathiwa kuyagijinywa asikho isidingo sokuthi umuntu okuhlulile usuzobamba manje nilwe naye, you know what I mean? If we agree that okay, I'm better than you, let's go to battle, you know what I mean? It should be a battle, over and done with, it's done, you know what I mean? I believe that's the beef that is healthy.
There's nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, we need to basically show like I'm the best in the game and that's why you need to mess with me. I just don't agree with taking it as far as to getting violent.
Battling is a competition. Battling has been done by animals way before we as humans came to exist. Peacocks would go against each other and battle for the female. I got this much, I got this. It's healthy. Battling is something we've always been doing as the species. Beefing, however, is coming through and saying you should not exist in this space anymore. Therefore, fuck you, die, you are dead and buried in the dust.
It is healthy because and it comes from how you were raised, you know. I don't believe in beefs and all that but sometimes they do that because they just want to get people talking, and sometimes it's a good thing when you get people talking because you get more other people, you get more fans. So some people, they find that a good thing. For me, it's not. Hence why I'm not, because I think I'm too talented. I don't need anything else to push me.
We should not be thinking like that. What are you going to gain from burying another MC in the dust? You get what I'm saying? Remember this, that MC is someone's son, someone's friend, someone's best friend, someone's boyfriend, someone's husband, someone's father, someone's cousin. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to gain from burying that person? Nothing.
Cats wanna pull out guns on each other, what, that shit is whack. But if someone calls another person out, look, it's part of our culture that, it's not something we can talk our way out of or try and candy coat so that we don't have to go through it.
Jeez, man, we've been waiting for something like this to happen. I remember chilling with guys I said this other time with Questa, and we were like, the game is boring, everyone is hugging each other, we're a bunch of tree huggers and we're all friends, there's no competitiveness. And ever since the AKA and Cassper beef, one, the endorsements are looking good, the corporates are paying attention, more people are listening, you know what I mean? The media is paying attention, so that's good. Hip hop is growing, man.
I'm Gag. Gag is back. Hold up. Composure.
And it's always him versus.
Jeez, I've always had mixed feelings about it, At first, I felt, Puma game was solid for me, you know what I mean? I liked it. I bumped and I was like, okay, no, he went for him.
If Took It means it repositioned the brand and it just created visibility beyond what he had before, then I would say Cassper Nyovest. I think what that beef did for him was just because AKA, we must admit, has been steamrolling as far as brand position. He was almost the only guy at some stage, as far as visibility goes, bookings, events. And I think what that beef repositioned Cassper's brand on the same platform. So in that regard, I think Cassper benefited more from the beef than AKA did.
You can't say, I steal the game from you. You must give me the
Look, there were days when I'd wake up and I'd be like, yo, Casper's winning this thing. And then the next day I'll wake up and be like, ish, Mara AKA's also got some things, you know what I mean?
Definitely Cassper. Clearly his resume and what he's accomplished so far kind of, makes it, easy to see that the guy actually took it, Yeah, even if on TV you see all these polls and stuff, Cassper always comes first, His accomplishments really make me just stick to the name AKA, you know. He took the beef. It's not a question of who's more talented than the other, but when we look at the fans and all that, Cassper really took it.
I've yet to hear someone flip a concept melodically and lyrically the way that an AKA does. I've yet to hear someone that can be as real in a song, but still spit bars in the way that Cassper does, you know? They're both dope in their own lane.
I'd say AKA, because I understand all of his lyrics. With Cassper, I'm always asking, what did he say there? Tiberi, what did he say there?
Oh. The music, AKA. The personality, the humble personality that he pulled, Cassper. Done.
Music-wise, album-wise, production-wise, AKA took it. Cassper won the hearts of young people in SA, and that's where he won.
I'd say AKA as overall package. Cassper Nyovest, like, he came up quick, it got to his head, and I like how he started pushing everyone else in the industry to do better, which is great. I think it sucks that he chickened out when he did that whole beef thing. Like, if he was gonna do it, he should have done it properly and then not been like, oh, I'm so sorry the next day, you know? If you're gonna do it, you need to be a man about it. And it was good for our industry to have done that. But yeah, I don't like the fact that he chickens out, so I'm gonna go for AKA.
And that's where he won. They both won. They both lost, according to me.
Both of them.
They both played their game. They both ended up winning at the end of the day.
I mean, one went gold, one went extremely way more popular, had the biggest songs in the country, scooped all the cool awards.
They've both still got their fans. They're both still standing really, really high. They're still both still kicking. And I think, if anything, people realize that beef can also help your career to get a little bit better. Because, I mean, we can't deny the fact that it helped the both of them to excel to a point where we were looking at only the both of them.
And hip-hop took it. Hip-hop took it.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, you know. And in Cassper and AK's scenario, it was a good thing, you know, because it really obtained what they wanted to achieve, you know. Make the money, get the fans talking. So it's a good thing. Whereas in other instances, it could be a bad thing where people now, you know, get shot and stuff like that, you know, your Tupacs and your Biggies. So it's just, yeah, basically beef can be a good or a bad thing, you know, depending on the circumstances.
I know it was like beef. Somebody like pulled out a gun. We don't really know what happened, but like late last year, somebody like pulled out a gun. I was like, oh, okay, that's beef. There ain't no beef. Yeah, like no, it's just people who are competing, fighting for power, fighting for the spotlight, and they think they know beef. And quite frankly, like, I don't see anybody who grew up on the harsh side of life doing it. You know, like I know I for one grew up rough, but there's some rappers who grew up rough. And if these kids from the suburbs are telling us about beef, I'm just like, have you ever even seen a dead body? You know, like, I don't know. I just feel like they think this hip hop thing is some action figure game, you know? Whereas for us, we take it really seriously. So you calling it beef, living in the burbs with your nice car that daddy bought you, you know nothing about this life. Yeah.